we have an Italian friend from ours, from Mintlayer, Enrico, who's going to talk about his project. And he's going to be closing the Unplugged area here on the Future Blockchain Summit with a big warm-up style. So please give it up for Enrico.
I will start with the presentation I did about 10 years ago. It was in Italy, and it was, I think, 2015, and it was about Bitcoin. And the idea was to run like a parallel between Bitcoin and the internet itself, right? And see what the evolution of internet and Bitcoin can be similar. So, who remembers that? Who ever used one of these? And, okay, this is a modem and was used at the very early stage of internet to connect to connect your computer. Now, in 2015, I thought that the evolution of Bitcoin was close to the stage where you have to use a modem to connect to the internet and operate, right? So there is a lot of, the idea was to say that there is a lot of work to do and there's a lot of ideas to come and adoption to come. I tried to think of what could be the future of Bitcoin. That was about 10 years ago, right? So I thought, well, internet, what is internet, right? It's about cats. So maybe tomorrow Bitcoin will be about cats, I don't know. It needs to find his adoption. Turns out it wasn't too far from the truth, because today we have a lot of dogs, right? So we have kind of a different preference in terms of pets, but kind of the similar situation, right? And why is that? It's because we love entertainment, right? We humans love entertainment. We love to create art and create content, right? And this is possible because of the internet. And this is not really too different from what happened with the internet, right? Today, any day, you can go online and you will find something that is really, really fun, right? A few days ago, Donald Trump mentioned about cats and dogs being eaten right in the States by, and some people made a very nice video turning his voice into music, and this is an example of how the culture and the brilliance of the people in the internet can generate content that is very fun and it's very entertaining, and it's part of, you know, our culture as internet users. And the same happened in our crypto industry. Few weeks ago, we got the Donald Trump again was hit by a bullet in his hair, right? It was a killing attempt. And the day after, a lot of meme coin appeared on the market, like make his hair great again, or there was dog with ear, and other similar meme coin in the market. And that again is just pure fun, right? And everybody loves it except this guy here. He doesn't like it. It turns out that internet is very entertaining and it's fun, but it's not just that, right? There's more. Internet started as a military system, and one of the ideas was to habilitate and generate more freedom to the users and to the people. And we have two big wars going on. Regardless of the side you are on, you will hear that the other side is they are terrorists, they are whatever, right? And we are filled by a lot of propaganda. And sometimes with the internet we can receive some video that expose the truth. Now, our industry is not too different from the internet. We also started from this. We started with this from the Cypherpunk manifesto, and the idea was to enable freedom from users, right? Enable more privacy, more self-sovereignty, being able to reveal yourself to the world as you want. Yeah, and we started from here, and we had a lot of evolution from here. One of the main cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. It's probably the one that is still adhering to these principles the most. It's trying to solve problems, and it's trying to be less fun, let's say, but more interesting for. We have a lot of places in the world where inflation is very is hitting people, and it's people very hard. The idea to be able to transact and use a currency governed by an algorithm with a client that is limited and not being changed so easily is important. Now, this is the reason why we decided to work with Bitcoin. So we decided to build Mintlayer as a layer 2 on top of Bitcoin. Yeah, to have fun, sure. You can issue meme coins and NFT and everything on Mintlayer. It's important that we are connected to the main one, to the one that liberate people the most. So we've tried to follow as much as possible the same principle of Bitcoin, the same, even sometimes even the same technology, because Bitcoin is UTXO based, and it's not as fast, it's not super fast blockchain. We decided to make it as more decentralized as possible. So there is always a trade-off, right? So you can either be as decentralized as possible, or you can make the 2 milliseconds super fast blockchain, right, for the blocks. We decided to have a slower block rate, but to have the possibility to run a node in your computer. Today we have our nodes running on a Raspberry Pi, so it's a $50 computer basically. But one of the main idea about Mintlayer is about even real-world assets, right? So when you combine assets that have a real value behind with Bitcoin, I think this is where you actually create a real DeFi, a real decentralized finance. And the real decentralized finance is when you combine sound money with assets that make sense, right? And of course you need to have smart contracts and everything, but they are not as important as the content of what you are trading. And this is why we started from this. That's basically the goal, that's the idea. And we started this journey in 2019. We now have an operating mainnet. We are about to launch the first DEX on Mintlayer. We decided to scale in a way that is close to Bitcoin. So initially the idea was to scale using the Lightning Network. At the moment we have postponed this idea because we think that it will take another probably 5 to 10 years to get there, to have something that is really usable. And we are experimenting now with ZK rollups, so we will launch ZK rollups on top of the sidechain in a few weeks on the testnet. And yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone.